It's time for the Doug Garrison Show. This week we look up the road to Michigamme, where this year fall colors include pink. Our person of interest is Helen McCormick. She's known for her work with Room at the Inn. We'll find out a little more about her. And did somebody say food and wine? The Eastside Originals Food and Wine Festival is coming up, and we get all the juicy details. That's some pretty cool stuff, so stick around. The Doug Garrison Show starts now.
Tell the host 2 minutes. Stand by live to tape. Lighting to show level, please. Confirm front of house sound and PFL. Roll tape on masters to all the places. All right, let's clear the set. Cue John music, open stage mics, standby effects, standby CG, standby to open on 3, 2. All right, folks, let's have a good show. Stand by, roll it in.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us here at Upfront & Company and at home on Charter Channel 12 and Fox UP. All right. I did want to mention some things that I did last weekend. Remember last show we talked about Northern's Homecoming was coming up? Well, I tried to take advantage of some of those events. We went down to that block party, which was on 3rd Street. It was a new thing. It was a couple hours before the Saturday kickoff. We closed off 3rd Street a couple blocks, and there was games and music and food and fun. And it was a new thing for us here in Marquette to close off a couple blocks and actually have people drinking adult beverages. And I thought it went very well, and it was a good time. With that thought in mind, now this next weekend, we've got some events going on too, and we mentioned this last week's show, but I'll remind you, the big Marquette Old Timers Hockey Tournament is this weekend. And going along with that, there's a big hockey parade on 3rd Street. It's at 5:30. It goes from Fair Avenue all the way down to the Marquette Regional History Center. And at the conclusion, when everybody gets to the Marquette Regional History Center, there's going to be a reception there in their atrium, and there's going to be some hockey memorabilia to take a look at, and hockey players, young and old, to share some stories. So the parade doesn't end. The party keeps going at the Regional History Center. And then along with that, at 7 o'clock in the Commons, there's going to be an outdoor showing of the movie Mighty Ducks. It's free, so bring your kids down, bring your chairs, bring your blankets, and you can enjoy that family fun watching the Mighty Ducks. All right, we've got a lot to get to tonight. We're going to talk to some people from up the road. We're going to meet a person of interest, and we're going to talk about some things that I would consider to be part of our arts and culture tribute. But before we get to it, I did want to mention the Packers. For you Packer fans, there was a tough game on Monday night, and I just wanted to say I thought it was a good call. Go Seahawks. Okay. All right. We got a lot to get to. We'll be right back. Stick around. All right. Don't go anywhere. All right. There you go.
The Better Buildings for Michigan program has been extended for North Marquette residents.
I was introduced to the program last year when it was started in South Marquette. Well, their very first visit, they brought in some gray foaming to cover the pipes for the hot water tank, put some water saver adapters on the faucets, and they recommended what windows should be replaced. Very happy to have them do what they did.
To take part in the Better Building for Michigan programs, contact the Superior Watershed Partnership.
Guess what? You can get any new or used car financed to the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union for 3.9% APR. New or used. Got your eye on this new Escalade? 3.9%. How about this 75 Gremlin? 3.9%. Looking at this stylish Dodge Dart? 3.9%. How about a new Chevy Cruze? 3.9%. RV, boat, tractor? 3.9%. What about this DeLorean time machine? 3.9%. 3.9% auto loans, new and used at the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. Stop in and apply today.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by the Bell Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters Harvest Half Marathon and Family Fun Festival. Register for the races at harvesthalf2012.kinterra.org. And by Superior Collision. For all those unexpected dents and dings, contact Superior Collision. And by Big Boy. Big Boy, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner and desserts all day. Come try their daily breakfast bar and Friday and Saturday night dinner buffets. The West End Update is presented by Fox Negaunee. Find new cars, used cars, and one of the area's most respected service departments at Fox Negaunee. Only the best. And we thank them for that. And our West End Update today features the beautiful little town of Michigamme. And with us is Ruth Warner from Crock and Rocker, and thank you for joining us, Ruth.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, making the trek east into Marquette. We appreciate that.
That was a pleasure.
I wanted to have someone on from Michigamme because it's such an important, small town, but very important to Marquette County in the central UP. And you got some stuff going on up there. First thing we want to talk about is your Paint the Town Pink fundraiser to help people in a battle with cancer. Tell us about Paint the Town Pink. What's happening?
Okay. Paint the Town Pink was, we call it, the full title is the Amanda Cox Memorial Paint the Town Pink. It is going to be held on October 6th at our town hall, our beautiful town hall, in the upper level of it. Last year was very successful. This year we are having health vendors. We try to vary them from starting at 11 o'clock, and the event goes through 2 o'clock. Our health vendors include several vendors from various medical places. We have advocates. We have study your genetics, know your history, information. If you are in a situation you need help, we have some vendors that will offer help. And of course, all of our proceeds go to Cancer Care of Marquette County, which helps cancer patients, whatever their needs are. They help them with medical expenses, if they need money for travel.
And we had them on the show before.
You have. Priscilla Tassin represented
was
them.
on.
And they
and
have
all their money goes to helping people that have issues with their cancer care.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
all
great...
of the money that is given to them. Absolutely.
So this is Saturday. It's a Saturday.
Saturday,
October 6th.
October 6th.
Now, it's probably easy to find your community building.
It is.
Okay.
It is right on the main street, and we do have access with an elevator if you have needs that you need to get in. So we're all handicapped set. It is on the second floor, but we're available for everybody.
Okay. So and this you're going to have food and like you say, booths with health information, and you said you raised around $2,600 last year and hope to do better than that this year.
We do.
We always set goals for this stuff, and it doesn't matter if you reach the goal or not. Whatever you can fundraise on that date that goes into this Cancer Care of Marquette County, that's money well spent.
It does, and we do have a lovely fashion show and a nice lunch. Tickets are $20. $10 of that ticket goes for donation to Cancer Care. Our models are cancer survivors, and men, don't feel like you shouldn't come because we have had several men come and enjoy the day every bit as much as the ladies
Men
have.
like models too, no problem with that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's Paint the Town Pink, Saturday, October 6th. If you're going to take a ride on one of these beautiful fall weekends, that'd be a good time to check out Michigamme and participate in Paint the Town Pink. Now, you've got some other stuff going on. You've got some things going on at Crock and Rocker. Tell us about that.
We do. This Saturday, the 29th of September, we have an open house from 10 to 6, and we are on the main street of Michigamme. We are having a fall open house, a little taste of fall with samplings, refreshments. We will be open to 6 o'clock that night, and several promotions. We have some other lovely shops, Treasures, Church in the Wildwood, Moonshine Art Gallery, which always has beautiful art. The Moose Drop Inn is now open and up and running with some great pizzas.
Nice.
And, of course, Mount Shasta with its beautiful ambiance and delicious food.
Absolutely. You know, Michigamme is known for its shops and its boutiques, this type of thing. And, once you come into town, park your car, nothing's too far away, walk around, visit all the different shops. And I'm glad we're able to talk about what you're doing at your business, because that's what makes Michigamme, what gives it its charm. And what I found through this show is that so much of the things that are happening in communities, whether they're small like Michigamme or bigger like Marquette, it's driven by the business community. A lot of that stuff is driven by business people trying to do things that entertain and enlighten people. So there's nothing wrong with that. You mentioned the Moonshine Gallery. I talked to Frederica from there. They have an art show coming up. It's the 2012 Pottery and Fiber Art Show. That goes from October 14th to November 24th, so you got plenty of time to check that out. But they have a reception on October 20th from 3 to 6 for that show, and artists will be attending there, so that'd be a good time to check out that as well. Let me just, regarding Michigamme, how would you describe that? I kind of talked about a little shops and boutiques, but how do you describe Michigamme?
Charming.
Yeah,
I think it's very charming. And a new development we've had in Michigamme is we've had the initial beginnings of a downtown development, a DDA. And so we're going to see new sidewalks, which are being implemented as we speak. We've had a resurfacing of several of the roads, so we're pretty excited and moving forward. Our park, we have a beautiful park that's been put in, a Bob Mercer Memorial.
And I knew
phase
Bob.
one,
Knew Bob from Kiwanis Club, very good guy. Yeah.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
he was just a wonderful man. And Mary, his wife, has completed phase one through donations, and it's very much a grassroots operation. Yeah. And looking forward to phase two.
Yeah, good. Now, and I picture Michigamme as a great place. And I mentioned it earlier, people going on their fall color tours. Just make sure you turn off 41 and drive into Michigamme and check that out. It's got to be beautiful in the fall.
Experience Michigamme.
Yeah. Does it slow down in winter a little bit?
It does. We always laugh because population goes from about 3,000 to 200 in the winter, and our lake people seem to go off to warmer weather. But it does. It slows down somewhat, but Mount Shasta always stays open year-round. We are seasonal. Yeah. The art gallery also stays open year-round. We are open through the first weekend in December.
Okay. But the best time is this fall. Check it out.
It is.
There's stuff going on at Crock and Rocker, at the Moonshine Gallery, and of course, Paint the Town Pink. Ruth, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And we hope to see you up in Michigamme this fall. All right, Ruth Warner from Crock and Rocker, thank you very much. All right, stick around. When we come back, we've got a person of interest that you'll be interested in. Don't go away. All right. Very good.
Summer is the perfect time to pack up and get on the open road. Take the summer road trip you've been dreaming of with a new vehicle from Fox Nagani. Save money with 10 Chevrolet vehicles offering 30 miles per gallon or more, and save time with OnStar turn-by-turn navigation, all backed by a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Plan the perfect family getaway in a new Equinox. Visit friends with a new Chevy Cruze, or spend the summer outdoors with your new Chevy Silverado.
So pick out your Chevy and enjoy the summer. Fox Nagani, Marquette County's hometown dealer, only the best.
Now, there are many ways to deal with a stubborn drain. There's the more passive approach, or everybody's least favorite, the aggressive approach. Or you can just call Swick Home Services. Their high-definition LED camera can go where no plumber has gone before, deep inside your sewer lines to find the root of the problem. So if you're battling a backed-up sewer, remember, my friend, choose your weapon wisely. Those Swick guys do everything.
People of Interest is presented by Canale Tonella Funeral Home. Canale Tonella has been family operated since 1893, and we thank them for their support of this segment. And just to let you know that Mark Canale actually suggested our guest this week, and that is Helen McCormick. Helen, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Mark said you are a person of interest, so you've got a lot to live up to now. How about that? You know, one thing he told me was that you were one of the people with some others who helped start Room at the Inn, that very successful program in town that provides housing and a place to sleep for people who don't have something like that. Tell me, how did you happen to come up with the idea of Room at the Inn? What motivated you to do that?
I'm also a volunteer at St. Vincent de Paul.
Okay.
And one very cold day in February, 3 men came in while I was working the financial aid desk, and they were all in need of a place to stay.
They had no place to sleep that night.
And I could not help them.
Yeah.
And I had been working for several years at that point, and it just hurt me so badly that I wasn't able to help them, that I told everyone I knew about it and cried about it, and discovered that there was nothing here. We have the Jansen House, but it's always full.
Yeah.
And there just is, and there's also the Harbor House for women who have been abused or.
But that's not appropriate for everybody.
So and there's Voices for Youth for young people. But if you don't qualify under one of those...
And they're all usually full, too, because there's a lot of homeless young people.
Yes. So I couldn't get it out of my mind, and I started going to different churches, started with my own, and the St. Vincent de Paul Society, and asked for their support. And we got 6 churches that were willing to house the homeless a week at a time. And through MCREST, which is Macomb County's rotating homeless shelter, They were very helpful in helping us get started.
Kind of give you a template as to how to operate this thing.
Yes, they sent us their church manual, and I had some publicity through the Mining Journal, and people that contacted me, I then contacted them. We had a meeting, and we got started in about August of 2007.
So this will be your 6th year running this.
And
and you got the churches involved, which was very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
The churches are the hosts for all the homeless people.
Yeah. How has the community responded with volunteer support for this? Because that's what it takes.
Oh, it's been amazing. You know, the community of Marquette has just been wonderful.
Yeah.
We have over 1,000 trained volunteers.
Is that right?
Yes.
That's incredible.
And then people from Ishpeming, Republic, Negaunee, Gwinn come in and work at the various churches.
Yeah.
They also supply meals.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
That is. Now, you just received some money, too, I saw.
Yes.
What's up with that?
The Diocese of Marquette nominated us for an award through Catholic Church Extension Society, and we were one of the 12 finalists. There were over 50 organizations or people that were nominated, and we were fortunate to be one of the 12.
Yeah.
And we got a grant from that. We didn't win.
Yeah, but it was $10,000.
We got $10,000, and 5 was to go to us and 5 to the diocese. But the bishop gave us his share as well.
Thank you, Bishop Sample, for that.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Well, congratulations on Room at the Inn. That's a tremendous program, and hopefully that other people can pick up the ball and keep that going too. That's a success, something this community should be very proud of, and we thank you for getting that started. Let me ask you about yourself a little bit, Helen. Did you grow up in the Marquette area? Where are you from originally?
I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
My family moved to Marquette when I was in high school.
Oh, so you've been here a while.
Yeah, I've been here a long time.
Yeah, and you raised your kids here. You said you had a son that worked at Canale Tenella Funeral Home.
2 sons,
Two sons that worked there.
Yes.
How about that?
I have 5 children. They are scattered, 2 in California, 2 in Lower Michigan, and 1 in Wisconsin. One of my children is a girl, and 2 are teachers, and I'm a retired teacher.
Okay. And you said your husband passed away some time ago?
Yes, my husband's been dead for 23 years.
I'm sure you have quite a support group of friends, because when you're involved in things, when you're out there volunteering and doing things, you never lack for friends and peers and associates. That's not something. What's next? Is there something else on your plate that you want to tackle at this point?
Oh, no. I'm very busy I'm still volunteering at Room at the Inn.
Yeah, and that's just getting cranked up for the season again, right?
Yes, we're in our 2nd week.
Yeah.
I understand we're averaging about 10 people a night, which is unusual.
Does that increase as the temperatures get colder?
Yes, it does. But this is a lot to start with, but I think it's due to the fact that it's been so cold and rainy.
Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate that we have so many people that need that service.
Yes.
It's very fortunate that there's people there providing that service
Right.
too.
We are very lucky that we do have a caring community.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Helen, we're very lucky that we have people like you in this community that get up, start things, and recognize a problem, get some friends together, and find a solution to that problem. So, speaking for everyone in town, I thank you, Helen McCormick. Our person of interest, Helen McCormick. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Stick around when we come back. We're going to be talking about something else that you want to hear about, so don't go away. All righty. You can stay right. You're good.
There are many reasons for pre-planning funerals. Peace of mind, sparing family difficult decisions, paying for tomorrow's services at today's prices. But none is more important than making someone's loss a little less empty. Contact Canale Tenella Funeral Home for their free brochure on pre-planning.
Who has Toyota, Honda, and Nissan right here in Marquette all day long?
We've got the 3 Z's going on here at Riverside Automotive in Marquette. Zip, zero, zilch. 0 down payment, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 90 days on any new or pre-owned vehicle in stock. Only at Riverside Automotive in Marquette.
Give us a try, you'll be singing our song. Riverside.
0 down payment, 0% interest, and 0 payment for 90 days.
Focus on Arts and Culture is presented by City Insurance, a full-service independent insurance agency offering competitive prices and services for all types of personal and business insurance. That's City Insurance. We appreciate their sponsorship of this segment. And with us is Myra Zybert. Myra, you were just here a couple weeks ago. You're back again. You were here with the MSHS Booster Club promoting your cash bash. So
Yes.
you've got that still coming up too.
Mhm.
And now you're mixed up in something else. Don't spread yourself too thin now.
Following weekend.
Okay,
food
well,
and
that's
wine.
good. You're with here today representing the Eastside Originals. You work at Sweetwater Cafe, and the Eastside Originals are doing their Food and Wine Festival again. This is maybe the third year of that?
I think so,
Yeah,
yes.
tell us what goes on at a Food and Wine Fest, like I don't know.
The Food and Wine Fest is designed to showcase the fantastic food and wine that the Eastside Original restaurants provide.
That's what those restaurants are all about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And instead of hitting each one of these Eastside Original restaurants one by one, which you can do over a period of time, they all get together and have this festival with their kind of selected entrees. And this takes place at the Commons, right?
Yes.
And it's when? October 13th, Saturday.
Couple weeks, yes.
Well, that's great. It's from 4 to 7 at the Commons. And the thing I like about this is, and I've mentioned this before, with many of the community events that we've talked about, fundraisers, it's not a fundraiser where people say, would you like to just donate to our cause? Here's an event that you can go to and have a lot of fun at, enjoy some great food and wine and beverages and beer as well. And then you end up donating money to some local agencies that can use some support.
Yes, there's 3 organizations. Every year that the event has been held, the restaurants decide ahead of time who will benefit. And this year, Voices for Youth.
Voices for Youth is the home for young people that Helen McCormick referenced earlier, where
absolutely.
young people who need a place to stay can go and get a roof over their heads for a few days. Okay.
The Nokamenon single track trails will also benefit.
Also very valuable. We like people coming up here and skiing, and our residents as well.
Well, you need some way to work off this good food.
There you go.
And the Marquette High School Music Department.
And I think that's great too, because as we know, the music department now has been cut. They've lost some of their funding. And in fact, I'm going to hope to have Carrie Biolo on the show, who's running for school board, because that's her pet project, to make sure we don't lose our music programs. So those are 3 great causes: the ski trail, Voices for Youth, home for young people who need a place to sleep, and of course the MSHS Music Department. Now I wanted to talk about tickets. Tickets are $25, right?
Yes.
And where can you get a ticket?
You can get a ticket at any of the Eastside Original in the independently owned restaurants. Everyone has the tickets. $25 gets you in. Great meal. Lots of fun.
$25 gets you in. You can eat and drink and behave yourself and enjoy the camaraderie of other people that are like-minded, interested in enjoying good food and wine and supporting this great community event. We put the website up there, eastsideoriginals.org. That's where you can find out who's a member of the Eastside Originals, all the people that are selling tickets. And we were wondering if tickets were available at the door, and you said they might be, but they might be sold
A
out.
limited number of tickets have been printed. They've been distributed to the restaurants. So get your tickets early. Make sure you have a spot to get in.
That's right. So only if tickets are available would they be available at the door. So you want to buy your tickets in advance, $25. A great way to spend a Saturday afternoon, I think. Beautiful downtown Marquette, having fun with the Eastside Originals, enjoying good food and wine and beer, and helping support some very important agencies in town. Myra, thanks for joining us again. I don't know when you're going to be back. It could be in a couple weeks for something else, but you're one of those people that's involved in a lot of stuff in the community, and we certainly appreciate that too.
Thank you. Thanks
All right,
for supporting.
Eastside Original Food and Wine Fest, October 13th. Make sure you get your ticket in advance for that. Okay, Gold Mine Girls coming up. Don't go away. All right, thank you very much.
City Insurance has you covered. Located on Washington Street, Marquette.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Iron Bay Computer and Design. Iron Bay gives you the quality and service you demand. And by Cliffs Natural Resources, a global mining leader with local investment and impact. Cliffs Natural Resources. And by Peninsula Bank, celebrating 125 years in Marquette County. That's Peninsula Bank. And by Joe's Automotive Repair, offering complete car and truck repair. It's where they get it right the first time. Joe's Automotive Repair, inconveniently located at 630 Lake Street, Marquette. All right, I want to thank our guests. We had, of course, Ruth Warner from Michigamme. Don't forget their upcoming events, including Paint the Town Pink, a great fundraiser for cancer care of Marquette County. Helen McCormick was here, our person of interest, a wonderful lady, one of the originators of our Room at the Inn program. If you'd like to volunteer for something that's a great cause, you might want to get involved in that. And, of course, we just talked to Myra Zybert about the Eastside Originals upcoming Food and Wine Fest. That should be a lot of fun, too. And also, we had some Packer fans here tonight, and I wanted to say, I'm sorry the Packers lost. It probably wasn't a good call, but that's if you feel better about that, that's great. Go Lions. All right, okay, join us here again next week on the Doug Garrison Show. We'll be looking for you. And to take us home, how about a little bit of the Gold Mine Girls?
First job, it ain't my dream one, but yeah, I think I'm having fun. It turns out life ain't as easy as it seems. Making money means deadlines and priorities. Things are getting crazy, it's hard holding on your turnaround and that moment's gone. But there's something about this time, I can't get this out of my mind. No particular reason, and I'm loving every second. Who says to be happy? You got a plan and just to roll with the tide. No particular reason, I got a smile on my face, a happy smile. I need a time and a place to just know that I'm gonna be fine. No particular reason. Decisions, and it feels like so little time. I'm getting advice, but I can't make up my own mind. I know it's hard to build your own way. It feels like a lot sometimes, but don't you know at the end of the day, oh, no particular reason. Second who says to be happy, you got a plan and just to roll with the tide. No particular reason, I got a smile on my face, a happy someone who need a time and a place to just to know that I'm gonna be fine. No particular reason. Ooh. Says to be happy, you got